Would it be a reading with Jess reading vlog if there wasn't me in the car? Like, I feel like that's like my trademark sitting position nowadays. Welcome to today's vlog of some sorts. I'm not really 100% sure what this vlog is going to entail. Today is, I believe, October 9th, Sunday, yeah. And today I am actually driving to a pumpkin patch and I'll be meeting a few other YouTubers. We have this group chat where we talk about meeting up every now and then because they're all kind of local to me. Today we are driving to a local pumpkin patch. I'll be meeting with Jacqueline, Lena, and Kat from Cat Chats. I am really excited to meet up with the ladies because, for one, I love meeting up with other YouTubers and other people who love reading. But also, my husband is not like a huge fan of like Halloween or like the spooky season at all, so he doesn't like doing all the fun fall traditional things like I like to do. So I'm really excited to go to the pumpkin patch with some friends. There's like a corn maze. There's like all these different like fall activities there. So I'm really excited. Hopefully it's not going to be lame. It's been a few years since I've been, but I'm really excited to go and also bring some friends with me. This past week was actually my birthday. So I did do some reading sprints for my birthday as well. I also just recently got a new tattoo. You can really tell with the sleeve, but I did get some footage up from the tattoo shop. So if you guys are interested in watching that, I'll go ahead and include the footage right here. Some people thought Ovi had passed away, which thank you for your concerns and thoughtful wishes, but no, he's still very well kicking. Ovi just has such a special place in my heart that I've always wanted this tattoo for so long. I wanted it back in like 2020 for my 30th birthday, and the pandemic happened, so it finally happened. So I'm so excited to finally have this tattoo, and I just absolutely love it. I guess we could talk about like what I'm reading. I did finish The X-Hex just a few days ago by Aaron Sterling, and I was really excited to read that one because I've heard good reviews about it, and I thought it'd be really cute since I've been slowly getting more into romance books. And with Halloween coming up, I thought it'd be a really cute, Halloween romance, but unfortunately it ended up just being a 3-star for me. I just wasn't connecting with the book at all, and I did have the audiobook as well. I just felt like the characters were, I just felt like the characters really had no chemistry, and for it to be centered around this town, kind of like Salem, like it's in Georgia, but it has a very like witchy vibe to this town, and like people visit the town because of the witch history there, and I just didn't get those vibes at all. I kind of felt a little bit of practical magic vibes at one point, but it just wasn't what I was expecting and wanting. So unfortunately I am giving the 3 stars. I also didn't really like the chemistry between the two main characters / love interests. Didn't really care, which makes me nervous because I did also get the sequel from Book of the Month, The Kiss Curse, so I don't know, we'll see. But for my next book has nothing to do with the spooky season, but I'm considering it a birthday present from the author / publisher because I'm so freaking excited about it. on my actual birthday, I got an email that was approved for the NetGalley arc of Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez, which is like the sequel or like standalone companion novel to Part of Your World, which if you didn't know, Part of Your World is still to this day my favorite book that I've read this year. I absolutely love that book and recommend it all the time. So yeah, I did get the ebook from the publisher, so I started that this morning and I'm really enjoying it. I don't have the audiobook, so it kind of sucks, but I'm pushing through and I just absolutely love it. I'm really starting to care for the characters. Like, I don't know what it is, but Abby Jimenez really makes me care for the characters a lot, and I just absolutely love that. So once I have finished this one, I will have read all of her books. So really excited. So yeah, I am currently driving to the pumpkin patch. I should be there within the next like 10 to 15 minutes ish. So I will take you guys along with me as we spend time at the pumpkin patch.
Here's to the good days, here's to the sorrows. If this is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more, cause I don't feel the need no more, no. Just wanna make it stop. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. We had a good run, don't say we did.
Hello. So like Jessie fashion, I did not get a lot of clips from the pumpkin patch. There was just a lot of people there, plus I was just really enjoying spending my time with Kat, Lena, and Jacqueline, so I just decided to kind of like just live in the moment. But I did get a few clips of us like, you know, walking through the corn maze and stuff like that. So I did, however, think it would be really cool if we did like a book haul type of deal, so let's get into it. So I actually checked my mailbox and I have 2 packages that I did not order, so, and they feel like books, so we'll see what they are. I also have my book of the month box, and yesterday I went shopping with my mom, so let's just get into those books. So the books I got from Barnes & Noble with my mom, I got Mad Honey by Jodi Picoult and also Jennifer Finley Boylan, I believe is how you say her name. I recently read a few Jodi Picoult books. I read The Pact in 19 minutes and really enjoyed them, so I wanted to check out more, but her new release sounds really interesting. I believe this one has to do with a woman who like leaves her abusive husband and decides to like move to this small town elsewhere with her son, and I think her son starts dating this girl that's from town, and something happens that makes her think that maybe her son has like abusive tendencies like his father. So I'm really excited to read this one. I also saw this one on sale, but it was Forever Interrupted by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I owned this one like a good while ago, but I wasn't into romance like I am now. So I decided to pick this one up, and it has like the new, you know, the new edition with the new covers and stuff like that. This one sounds really heartbreaking, but I've heard like not a lot of people like this one. This one is about a woman, I believe, who like finds a guy and like ends up like falling in love with him like really quickly, and they like elope, and a couple days later after they're married, something happens and he passes away. So sounds really emotional to me. A present to myself, I also picked up the new Verity edition with the bonus chapter, which I'm really excited to read. I'm a little concerned because I heard a lot of people did not like the bonus chapters, so it makes me nervous, but I am really excited to finally reread this at some point and see what the bonus chapter is. For my book of the month box, I ended up getting The Family Game by Catherine Steadman. I'm really nervous to read this one because I read Something in the Water by this author and ended up giving it 2 stars. This one kind of reminds me of that movie Ready or Not, which I've never seen, but it kind of gives me that like family game vibes in a way. And since October was my birthday month, I also got a free credit. So I decided to pick up the X-Hex, which I've already told you guys about. But I also picked up the sequel, which I've already told you guys about. So awkward. All right, and finally, I'm going to open these 2 packages. So I'm really excited. I didn't know if anyone bought anything off my Amazon wish list, which I do have in my links down below. I kind of just piled it all into one link for everyone. So let me see if I can find the note first before I find the book. Okay. Oh, it's from my friend Karen from my Facebook book club. Happy birthday. Thank you for being a team leader with me. Hope you have a great day. Oh my gosh, Karen, thank you so much. What did you buy me? Oh my gosh. Okay, I think Karen also gifted this to someone else. I think it was Jacqueline. A Day Like This by Kelly McNeil. This one sounds so interesting. She has everything she ever wanted, ever dreamed of, and it's nothing like she ever remembers. Annie Byers has everything: a beautiful house, a loving husband, and an adorable daughter. It's a day like any other when she takes Hannah to the pediatrician until she wakes up hours later from a car accident. When she asks for her daughter, confused doctors tell Annie that Hannah never even existed. In fact, nothing after waking from the crash is the same as Annie remembers. 5 happy years of her life apparently never happened. Ooh, this just sounds so good. Thank you so much, Karen. I'm definitely messaging you about this. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. All right, and then this one. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I did not know I was getting any, like, birthday mail. Okay. Is there a note? I'm not looking at the book, but oh, is there no note? Oh my gosh, this book is chunky. Oh my gosh, it's a Lucinda Berry book, Appetite for Innocence. Oh my gosh, yeah, this is the one about the serial rapist kidnapping teenage girls, but he's interested in just any teenage girls, only virgins. He hunts them down by following their status updates and check-ins on social media. Once he's captured them, they're locked away in his soundproof basement until they're groomed and ready. Oh my gosh, it feels so bad. No one... there's no note. Hang on, is it in the book? That's so disappointing. I don't know who got me this. Hello guys, it is actually the very next day. I did get some reading in, so don't come at me. I actually finished a middle grade graphic novel. It was actually a graphic novel of 3 Goosebumps stories. I can't remember the titles for the other 2, but I did read Ghost Beach, which fills in the prompt for Bookathon of having ghost or ghoul on the title or cover. Hello, this is Editing Jessie, and I'm just now realizing that I never officially addressed that I am participating in Bookathon in this vlog, and I never fully explained what Bookathon was. So I did want to explain it before I continue the vlog. So Bookathon is a spooky middle grade readathon hosted by Keisha from A Book Like You, Gabby from Gabbing About Books, and my friend Gwen from Gwendolyn Kinsinger. So it's all about reading spooky middle grade books. It's a really cute and super easy readathon, and I felt like it was perfect timing to do it at the beginning of October. So by the time this video actually goes live, there are a few days left of the Bookathon, which I will get to later at the end of the video. But there are 4 prompts, one of them being a buddy read, which is The Haunting of Avalon Jones, which you can still pick up and participate in the book discussion, which I believe is on Sunday. The other readathon prompts are a book with a spooky building on the cover, a book set around or during Halloween, and a book with ghoul or ghost on the title. So I did want to interject the vlog a little bit just to kind of bring that up so that way you guys know about what I'll be talking about a lot more during the vlog. So yeah, anyways, back to your scheduled program. So I did complete that book. However, I did not read the other two just because after reading that one, I realized I wasn't really as interested in reading a Goosebump graphic novel for two reasons. I remember reading Ghost Beach, and I'm not 100% sure if it's the same story, but I remember the title and the cover, like I can visually see it. But the other two books that were in that graphic novel like collection, I've never heard of, and they didn't really sound that interesting, to be honest. And I kind of wish I would have just went ahead and just grabbed a bunch of like nostalgic classic Goosebump books versus just reading a graphic novel, but that's okay. For that, I am not going to rate this book. I'm just going to say I read it and move on. So yeah, but I do plan when I get home to do some cleaning, but also I'm really hoping I can read Small Spaces, I think is the title. It's one that Keisha has recommended numerous times. I went ahead and got all 4 books from my library. So I'm hoping I can go ahead and start with that. I believe I got the audiobook for this one. So I'm really excited to start that one once I get home. So now I'm on my way to Kroger, which is my grocery store. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go to Kroger, get a few groceries. I'm gonna go ahead and get some things for tonight. I'm making an Instapot meal. I tried this one other time and it was amazing, but I followed my friend's recipe, so I'm gonna put like my own spin on it because I feel like I should have seasoned it like a lot more. And I'm just gonna do like a few additional little tweaks. So maybe I might make that for you guys when we get home as well. All right, I thought we can kind of try this together. Mind you, I love cooking. However, I don't like the cleanup, and my recipes don't really turn out that great. So we'll see. This is my first time making pumpkin bread. If you're interested, the TikToker that I'm following is
I made pumpkin bread the other day and it was delicious. Dare I say?
It is Nutritional Sarah. She's a registered dietitian and stuff like that. I just like her content. Alright, so the first thing she says is in a mixing bowl to get 5 eggs. I've got 6 here. So I'm just going to crack those. First egg in, and I've already got a shell in the mixture. 1 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. Alright. So this is 1/2. 1 cup, and then I'm just going to do 1/2 of a 1/2 cup and hope for the best. Next is 15 ounces of pumpkin, which I'm just going to use this whole can. Next, it just says to beat with a mixer or to hand do it. I don't know where my hand mixer is, so I'm just going to beat this myself. Okay, I've got it looking like baby food. All right, next she said in a separate bowl to mix 2 cups of flour and 2 cups of sugar. Okay, now that I've made a complete mess over here, it says to use 6 ounces of vanilla pudding mix. Next, it says 1 teaspoon of, actually, it says 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Yeah. Next, it says a 1/2 teaspoon of some salt. And then it says cinnamon. She also did some nutmeg, but I'm just going to keep it with cinnamon. Next, it says to slowly add this mixture to your wet mixture. And then I think I'm going to do that and then add some chocolate chips. Alright, that looks like paradise if I do say so myself. So I thought I had 2 of these, but I only have 1. So I may have to bake them 1 at a time. So we're just going to grease it up. And we'll just start loading her up. Alright, she did say to preheat the oven to 325, not 350, and she said depending on your pan size to bake for about an hour. So, yeah, so I'm going to put this one in. Alexa, set a timer for 1 hour, please.
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights don't get around. But there's something about you I like. About you I like. You're crazy for saying I should slow down, but maybe I'm escaping the love we found. There's something about you I like. About you I like. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Guess I'm just too scared to settle down. There'd be many nights I got too high and almost left town. But there's something about you. Something about you I like. About you I like. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you.
Alright guys, so dinner was delicious, and my pumpkin bread, 10 out of 10. It was so good. I highly recommend the recipe. Right now, I am sitting here about to start Small Spaces by Catherine Arden, and this is my first middle grade, or this will be my first like middle grade novel of some sorts. So I'm mostly reading this one because Keisha loves this series. I have books 1 through 4 all from the library. It's hard to read with like the library stickers, but it says, when 11-year-old Ollie finds a disheveled weeping woman by the river threatening to throw a book into the water, she doesn't think, she just acts, plucking the book from the woman's hand and running away with it. As Ollie begins to read, she finds herself entranced by a creepy tale, Small Spaces. Set on a farm hundreds of years earlier, it's about a girl, the 2 boys who loved her, and a particular deal struck by the Smiling Man, a sinister specter who grants your most tightly held wish, but only with the ultimate price. And then Ollie goes on like a school field trip and stuff like that, and I think like part of the book comes to life or something like that. I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of go with it. Yeah, I'm really excited. This one sounds super cute and perfect for October. Also, my beautiful friends are, starting their reading sprints for the night, so I'm gonna listen in and get started with the sprints. Gotten so cool and crisp in the mornings that I may have to come out here and starting my car before I leave because it is freezing. Currently 40 degrees. Good morning, guys. It is the next day. Ooh, gotta turn that heat on. Woo! But I am happy to report that I finished Small Spaces last night and I really enjoyed it. I ended up giving it 4 out of 5 stars, and I'm really excited to read the sequel, which I'll get to in a little bit. But I did want to like bring up something that I thought of last night. I think one thing that I've come to realize is that with middle grade material, like I know what to expect when it comes to like the content, the maturity, the writing style, versus YA. I think I put too much pressure on YA material, and I think that's because like I kind of hold them to a full-on adult level, which I know isn't fair, but I didn't realize that until I actually read this middle grade book for some reason. And I don't know why, but I really enjoyed the middle grade book. This one involves Ollie, who is kind of going through a difficult time right now, especially in school, because it's mentioned, but I feel like it's kind of like given, you know, at some point in the book that her mother had passed away, so she is grieving that loss. And so one day after school, she sees this woman who is like about to drop a book into a river, and to save the book, she steals it from the woman. And the woman's like acting a little crazy, just like saying these crazy things. And so she takes it, and it's a book called Small Spaces. So the first good portion of the book, it is like a book within a book. And so as she's reading it, it's about this farm. I think it was called not Misty Valley, because that's the farm they go to. Shady Hollow, maybe? I cannot remember the name of the farm, but it's about this farm where this girl had these 2 brothers that worked on the farm, and, well, it wasn't her brothers, but they were both in love with her and kind of fought over her, and she finally married one, and something happened to where the one that she married had to make a deal with this man called the Smiling Man, and just things got weird from there. As she's reading this book, she's actually going on a school field trip to a farm called, oh my god, I just said it, Misty Valley, I think is what it's called. And the 2 farms have very similar vibes, and the owner of Misty Valley is the woman that was trying to drown the book. So it gets a little crazy. Hope no one is afraid of scarecrows, because I now have an uneasy feeling towards them. I am heading into work, but I did pick up the sequel to Empty Spaces, which is Dead Voices. I have no idea what this is about. I'm assuming it's following Ollie, probably Brian and Coco. Yep. First 3 words of the synopsis: Brian, Coco, and Ollie, which I love that whole friendship dynamic. I think it was so cute and just sweet and soft. I am going to send a few Marco Polos and then get to work, and I will update you guys when I have something to update you all about. Hello. I am currently in the middle of my sprint, so if you hear like rain sounds, that's what it's for. I am actually in the middle of the 2nd round of reading sprints on my channel, but I'm reading Dead Voices by Catherine Arden again, and I'm currently on chapter 3, page 55. So a good like 1/4 of the way into the book, and I like this one. I feel like it's going to be a little bit better than Empty Spaces. I'm just a little confused on whose point of view we're reading from, because in book 1 we're following Ollie, but in this one I feel like we're following Coco, but then I'm also getting feelings that we're following Ollie's point of view. I don't know. This one follows the 3 friends, Coco, Ollie, and Brian, and this one they're going to a ski resort lodge, and I think they're snowed in, and there's like some creepy hauntings that are going on, some like dreams, hallucination type of things. Apparently the lodge was an old school / orphanage and secret dark past. And oh yeah, there's a ghost paranormal investigator reporter that's staying at the lodge as well. So we just met him, which is where I'm at. So make myself a plate of my pumpkin bread because it is delicious. Hello, happy day 3. Is it day 3 of Bukathon? Happy day 3. I am happy to announce that I finished Dead Voices by Catherine Arden, which is book 2 in the Small Spaces series. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. It was like so creepier and had like a different vibe than the first book. I loved it. It was so good. So good. But I'm scared to give it a 5-star because like I'm so scared to give it 5 stars. The reason why is because I have 5 stars that I absolutely love and like I'm constantly thinking about, and they're all like adult books. So I'm scared to give like a middle grade a 5-star because like it's just different. So I guess I'm giving it a middle grade 5-star. It was so good. I highly recommend it. I do want to preference, if you are interested in this book, that you should definitely read book 1 though, because there is a lot of references to what happens in book 1, and I do think you would be a little lost if you did not read book 1. The best comparison that I could think of is if you like The Broken Girls by Simone St. James, I think you're going to like this one because it has this like old orphanage slash school, kind of like the boarding school in The Broken Girls, and there's like this happened like way back in the day. Now in the present, there's like some paranormal stuff that's going on. This school was turned into like a ski lodge, and like the power is out, so you feel like snowed in a way. And there's a lot. It was a lot creepier. There was one scene in the hallway that like literally gave me chills. I was like, no ma'am. I texted Keisha during my reading sprints. I was like, ma'am, what is going on? And there was a plot twist I didn't see. I was like, what? This is crazy. I was like, there's no way I can go to bed without finishing this. But then I was just like, but am I going to stay up all night? No, I was able to sleep peacefully. But it was so creepy and so good at the same time. So I definitely would recommend for middle grade, and also if you're looking for something creepy. So yeah, this was so much creepier. So I highly recommend you pick it up. 5 stars, 5 stars. Next in the lineup, I have Dark Waters, book 3 in the series. Sorry, I know it's shiny. So I have book 3. I have not started that. That is going to be tonight. Tonight I do have plans. Justin is in an adult softball league, and tonight is his last game. He plays at 6:15, and if he wins that game, he has to play at 8:15 for the championship. So I told him I was at least going to go to the first game. I'll probably stay for the last game, but I told him, I said, I'm probably going to be really tired. So I'm not sure how much reading I'll get done, especially since I won't have like reading sprints to participate in unless I go home early. But one thing is for certain, I need coffee. So I'm gonna go get coffee. anyways, that is the end of the vlog. So it is actually Friday right now. So it's been a little bit since I've updated this vlog, but I have just been a little bit busier at work, a little bit busier in personal life. So I did want to do like a formal finishing up of this vlog, I guess you can say. I did end up reading that graphic novel from Goosebumps, but I did also finish Small Spaces and Dead Voices, which are the first 2 books in the Small Spaces series, and I gave Small Spaces 4 out of 5 stars and Dead Voices 5 out of 5 stars on a middle grade level. So I did not complete Deep Waters, which I believe is in my purse, but I do also have Empty Smiles as well. So I would eventually like to read the last 2 books. However, I'm just feeling a little burnt out on middle grade, and I definitely want to read something that's more adult and more of my normal content. So if Bookathon comes back, or any other like middle grade readathons comes back into the future, I will definitely pick up the last 2 books in the series to complete the quartet. I did want to say a huge thank you to Keisha, Gwen, and Gabby for putting on such an amazing readathon. I definitely had so much fun and trying something different with middle grade, which is not something I typically read. I loved all the live shows and all the activities that we had going on. So thank you so much to the co-hosts for hosting this readathon. Make sure you go subscribe to their channels. I'll have everything listed in the description box down below. And I'm going to go start a new vlog. All right, bye.